transit effect in the year 2022 for the rising sign as well as for the moon sign. Choice is yours. Saturn represents karma. Saturn represents hard work. Saturn represents profession. Saturn represents our career, status, our status in society. Saturn represents our prestige, honor, income resources, financial opportunities. Saturn represents property, any kind of property. Saturn represents our financial backing. Saturn means money. Saturn represents wealth, assets. Saturn also represents directly, indirectly lifespan. Health issues which are most complex and difficult to deal with. Life-threatening health issues. Saturn also represents death. Saturn also represents crisis, trauma, grief, hard work's reward. Saturn represents service sector. The whole service sector where we provide the services. Saturn represents profession, career, merchandising. And Saturn's impact and effect are very important. But if you are very much concerned about your future, about your job, about your business, about your career, about your profession, about your employment the coming year, about your status, prestige, financial backing, your professional projects, your professional ventures, then Saturn transit effect are quite important. You have to learn about those. What are these according to your moon sign? What are Saturn's transit effect according to your Lagna sign? Both. First thing first, your dynamics of Aquarius for 2022. Dynamics in which I'm going to define your transit effect of 4 different planets. These planets are most important effect anybody will feel and face. First, planet number 1. Saturn's effect for Aquarius for 2022. Saturn's effect is quite important because Saturn represents karma. Saturn represents work. Saturn represents our job, profession, career, status, prestige, honor, income resources, financial resources. Saturn represents our wealth, property, assets, lifespan, health, death, crisis, trauma, grief, reward of your hard work, your achievements in service sector, your professional gain, your career. If you are a merchant, what you will achieve in 2022. Saturn's effect on Aquarius. Aquarius can be your moon sign. Aquarius can be your rising sign. Aquarius can be your Lagna. So Saturn's effect for rising sign, for moon sign, for Lagna, for 2022, Saturn effect. Transit of Saturn in first house in your Lagna. And starting from April 2022, 29th April 2022, it will carry on till 12th of July 2022. And this is the mark of start of Saturn Sadhasati and the peak phase. Paya of Saturn will be silver. Aquarius, you'll go through a lot of mental and family complications. At the same time, you'll achieve financial gain. Your past efforts will bring dignified rewards. There will be rise in comforts, luxuries, lifestyle, accomplishment of your property and assets. Aquarius, you'll go through quite a lot. You'll progress through your own efforts. Your nature will be lively, energetic, and you will enjoy very thoroughly companionship. Aquarius, you will be healthy, very strong, and will acquire land. You're blessed with dignified status, prestige, honor, name, fame, establishment. You'll be very happy and player-loving and self-content. You'll be blessed thoroughly. You'll be well respected, victorious, and will enhance the family name. Aquarius, you will face this particular time period, trying time, a struggleful time, a very difficult situations, obstacles, delays, waste of time. Aquarius, you will be quite tense, upset. At the same time, very low and disappointed. You'll face quite a few clashes, conflicting situations, and few professional struggleful situations. The more you become active, creative, dynamic, the more you will be achieving. You will come across quite a few opportunities through communication, but all depend on your attitude, conduct and vision. Your struggle will convert into sweet success. But if you are involved in a technical profession like IT, computer, buying and selling, property, stone, oil, petrol station, gas station, building merchant, construction, property, rubber industry, leather industry, management, then you have to be very careful about you everything. But progression will be there. As longer your focus is there, your progression will be there. But at the same time, you have to be extremely cautious, may I say very careful regarding your married life, regarding your conduct and dealing in the married life. You got to make sure that you do not invest any ego in the relationship. You have to be very careful about your decisions, about your choices. When it comes to business, comes to finance, comes to profession, you have to be very active, creative, dynamic, very visionary, determined, disciplined, devoted, fully focused for your own good. You lose your focus, you lose everything. You got to look after your health, your well-being. Finances can be sometime low, sometime high, but avoid wasteful expenditure and taking on unnecessary loans. On the personal level, you may feel pessimistic and appear unpleasant to others. Objective may be hard to achieve. For some of you, there is a possibility of spending time in jail or legal problem, or there is a legal complication or legal trap. Be careful. Pay particular attention to your health. May I say that during this phase of time, although no serious disease indicated, but you may be at the risk from injury, by weapons, by poison, by fire, subject to general physical pain and fatigue. You have to be careful. More specifically, you may experience pain in some sort of a head or feel totally drained out of energy and enthusiasm. You've got to look after yourself. You may also suffer from a lot of too much worry and too much anxiety. Your spouse will also be susceptible to pain or discomfort. Avoid any situation that could be threatened to your honor. This may come under attack. Traveling is on a card for most of you. You may have to travel to a distant land or be transferred to a foreign land. Being apart from your friends and family, your home may not be a pleasant experience. Be careful. Maintain peace and tranquility at home. You may be having a lot of argument with your siblings and family. Avoid any unpleasantness with your family life, especially your life partner. Protect from any harmful influences. You may have to perform a lot of charity events. Be careful of being deceived unexpectedly. Be especially attentive to your friends, as valuable friendship may suffer during this phase of time. Avoid falling prey to vices. Saturn transit in first house, the other definition, the modern approach. This transit represents new beginning of internal growth. Your responsibility will be continue to be very heavy, but your accomplishment may also be great. During this transit, it is not a good idea to restart or start any new long-range project that will take years to complete. Obviously, you should proceed with anything that has to be done in shorter period of time. Do not use this transit as an excuse for sitting around and waiting for more and more favorable time. Now is the time to turn your attention inward. You have to just complete may I say that your attention have to be focused inside. And may I say that your social life and sometimes your interaction with people have to be upgraded. You have to build up. May I say sometimes you build up in a lot of external world, but sometimes you're quite unaware of what is going on inside you. But now is the time to turn inward and restructure your mental makeup. It's time. This is restructuring. This restructure can take some time, but don't be in a hurry. You have to learn from the last 30 years quite a lot and great deal about the world. Now learn about yourself, what you do really want and what you really need to achieve. What have you learned about yourself over the last, may I say, 15 years, about the last 30 years? You must understand what you are in your own terms, not in other people's terms. What you are in your own terms. Regardless of what type of the person you are, this is a time of introversion and introspection. Saturn will give you that particular state. More you get in touch with yourself during this next few years, more successful you can be in the future. You will present yourself to the world in a most refined way. You modify it. You upgrade yourself mentally. Saturn has a way of forcing you to deal with appropriate issues. Since this is a time for looking inward, it is obviously present difficult if you have elaborate commitments into the outer world. If those commitments get in the way of investing energy within yourself, you'll begin to have a trouble with them. You may feel that you don't have the energy to cope with a lot of things. You may be feeling withdrawn and tired. If you're naturally introspective, you become more and more like that. Often people experience significant failures in their work at this time, when Saturn coming at the peak, because the work is distracting them from an encounter with themselves. This is an excellent time for any kind of therapy. Human potential work or conscious raising work will be achieved. You need to unlearn all the incorrect ways, inaccurate ways of thinking about yourself, and you have learned from the world around you. You need to know who you are. Then you can properly lay the foundation for restructuring your inner life. This must precede the restructuring of your outer life, which will happen about 15 years from now on. Saturn's effect on Aquarius rising sign and Aquarius moon sign, Aquarius Lagna for 2022. Saturn's effect on Aquarius, transit of Saturn in 12th house, and is this particular phase starting from 12th of July 2022 till the end of the year, till 17th of January 2023. And Saturn will be transit in 12th house for Aquarius. The power of Saturn will be gold, so Aquarius, you'll go through lots of professional and financial complications, a lot of family complications, but at the same time you'll go through a lot of fruitless running around and out of control comfort zone. There will be rise in debts and rise in fruitless expenditure. You go through lots of tension and insecurities. Saturn position in 12th house signifies lack of sometimes money or decline on financial front. Currently, you are susceptible to unnecessary expenses, financial waste. If you're involved in any agriculture or manufacturing, you should be extra careful to avoid losses of any kind. If you involve yourself in any kind of a stock and share market or speculation, you have to be very careful. Enemies may also cause you to suffer from financial loss. You got to look after your financial backing. You may need to pass through a bit hard time. You will be active, you will be creative, you will be dynamic. You'll be self-content and you'll collect valuable items. You may spend a lot of time for companionship as well. Health requires attention. Do not neglect any body complaint. It might turn out to be difficult. The health of your partner will also require attention, and your feet and eyes require more care than usual. Work will require your attention. Take care to maintain your respect and honor. Some of you, this is a time to be extra careful while making serious decisions. Most of you are likely to overrule your intellect current. Please do press the bell for like and kindly share this video with your colleagues, with your family, with your friends, with everybody you know. And become our subscriber, then we can share a lot of information with you. We can inform you about our live show consultation streaming, which comes every Wednesday UK time 12 till 2, every Friday 12 till 2 UK timing, every Sunday live streaming shows. We are always presenting you live show and giving you you can participate the live show consultation streaming. You can participate in those shows every Sunday UK time 12 till 2, and then 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. UK timing. We'll also share with you weekly horoscope, monthly horoscope, yearly horoscope, that sort of content, and always the content is there for you. But for Saturn transit effect, if you really need tasks to counter the effect of Saturn transit, if there's a negative effect, precaution which will provide you protection, chanting which will spiritually help you out, for overcoming any kind of complication, hassles, created by Saturn for you. Then kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the yearly horoscope report according to your moon sign or according to your ascendant sign, according to your rising sign or lagna. Then you can implement all the strategies regarding your tasks, precautions, chanting for your betterment. Wishing you all the very best of luck.